Mixtures. They're everywhere you look. From the air we breathe to the food we eat, mixtures are a fundamental part of our world. But what exactly is a mixture? It's a combination of two or more substances where each substance keeps its own identity. Think about it like this. In a mixture, the ingredients don't change chemically. They just hang out together. Understanding different types of mixtures is super important. It helps us understand how things work, from the medicines we take to the materials we use. Mixtures can be classified into three main types: solutions, suspensions, and colloids. Each type has unique properties based on the size of the particles involved and how they interact with each other. Learning about these mixtures isn't just for scientists in labs, it's for everyone. Knowing the difference can help you in everyday life, whether you're cooking, cleaning, or just trying to understand the world around you. So let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of solutions, suspensions, and colloids. Solutions are all about tiny particles. We're talking about particles that are less than 1 nanometer in size. That's incredibly small. These tiny particles, like sugar and water, dissolve completely, creating a homogeneous mixture. This means the mixture is uniform throughout. You can't see the individual components, and they won't settle out over time. Solutions are usually transparent. Light passes through them easily because the particles are so small they don't scatter light. Think about salt water. You can see right through it. Solutions are also impossible to separate by filtration. The particles are simply too small to be caught by a filter. Some common examples of solutions include sugar dissolved in water, salt dissolved in water, and air, which is a solution of different gases. Solutions play a crucial role in many areas of our lives, from the fluids in our bodies to the cleaning products we use. Suspensions are a different story. Here, the particles are much larger, over 1,000 nanometers in size. These larger particles don't dissolve. Instead, they're suspended in the mixture. Think about muddy water. The soil particles are mixed in the water but don't dissolve. They're just hanging out there. Suspensions are cloudy or opaque. Light can't pass through them easily because the larger particles scatter the light. This is why muddy water looks murky. Suspensions are also easy to separate. The particles are large enough to be filtered out or to settle at the bottom over time. Examples of suspensions are everywhere. Muddy water, flour in water, and dust in the air are all suspensions. Even our blood is a suspension, with red and white blood cells suspended in plasma. Understanding suspensions helps us understand how things settle and separate, which is important in fields like geology and medicine. Colloids are like the middle child of mixtures. They fall between solutions and suspensions in terms of particle size. Colloid particles range from 1 to 1,000 nanometers in size. These particles are bigger than those in solutions, but smaller than those in suspensions. This gives colloids some unique properties. Colloids can appear cloudy or opaque, but they can also be transparent. The appearance depends on the concentration and size of the particles. Light scattering, known as the Tyndall effect, is a characteristic of colloids. This is why a beam of light is visible when it passes through fog, which is a colloid. Colloids can't be separated by simple filtration, but they can be separated by specialized techniques like centrifugation. Examples of colloids are abundant in our daily lives. Milk, mayonnaise, gelatin, and whipped cream are all colloids. Colloids are used in various industries, from food production to pharmaceuticals, due to their unique properties. Section 5. Identifying mixtures. It's all about the light. So, how can you tell if a mixture is a solution, suspension, or colloid? One simple test is to shine a light through it. If the light passes through easily and the mixture appears transparent, it's likely a solution. If the light is scattered and the mixture appears cloudy or opaque, it's either a suspension or a colloid. To distinguish between a suspension and a colloid, let the mixture stand for a while. If the particles settle to the bottom, it's a suspension. If the particles remain dispersed and the mixture remains cloudy, it's a colloid. This is because the particles in a colloid are small enough to stay suspended due to Brownian motion, a constant jiggling movement caused by collisions with surrounding molecules. Understanding these simple tests can help you identify different types of mixtures in your everyday life. It's a fun way to apply science to the world around you. Solutions are everywhere in your home. One of the most common examples is sweet tea. When you dissolve sugar in water, you create a solution. The sugar molecules disappear into the water, forming a homogeneous mixture. You can't see the individual sugar particles, and they won't settle out over time. Another common household solution is saline solution. This is simply salt dissolved in water. Saline solution is used for various purposes, like rinsing contact lenses, cleaning wounds, and nasal irrigation. You can easily make your own saline solution at home by dissolving a teaspoon of salt in a cup of warm water. Solutions are essential for many household tasks. From cleaning products to cooking ingredients, solutions play a vital role in our daily lives. Suspensions are also common in your kitchen. Think about what happens when you mix flour and water. The flour particles don't dissolve. They hang out in the water, creating a cloudy mixture. This is a suspension. Over time, the flour particles will settle to the bottom. Another tasty example of a suspension is vinaigrette. When you mix oil and vinegar, the two liquids don't dissolve into each other. Instead, they form a suspension. The oil droplets are suspended in the vinegar, creating a cloudy mixture. To keep the vinaigrette from separating, you need to shake it well before using it. Suspensions are all around us. From the dust in the air to the mud on our shoes, suspensions are a part of everyday life. Colloids are abundant in your fridge. Milk is a classic example. Milk is a colloid of fat globules dispersed in water. These fat globules are small enough to remain suspended, giving milk its cloudy appearance. Other dairy products like yogurt and cheese are also colloids. Gelatin is another fascinating colloid. When you dissolve gelatin powder in hot water, the gelatin molecules form a network that traps water molecules. This creates a jiggly, semi-solid colloid. Whipped cream is also a colloid with air bubbles trapped in a network of fat molecules. Colloids are essential in food science. They provide texture, stability, and unique properties to many of our favorite foods. From the air we breathe to the food we eat, mixtures are an integral part of our world. Understanding the different types of mixtures, solutions, suspensions, and colloids helps us appreciate the science behind everyday phenomena. By learning about particle sizes, light scattering, and separation methods, we can identify and understand the mixtures we encounter daily. Whether you're making sweet tea, mixing vinaigrette, or simply observing a beam of light through fog, the science of mixtures is all around us. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep discovering the fascinating world of mixtures.